Okay, for this video, we're going to reconcile 6748 for January. So go to reconciliation, then 6748 and 30 and of January, that is can be found here. 2023 January, this one. Okay, copy the end balance, then the date January 31. Okay, it looks like all of the transactions are in here. So make sure that all the transactions that are in January bank fees are all in here. If we're going to filter this to January, that one. Okay, so there's none. So it is all categorized here, all the January. Okay, now now I need you to look on this one. So for this, there are payments actually for the month of January that were made for the, what do you call this one, for this liabilities of wages. So we set this already, the liabilities, like in the journal entry. This is what we did. Okay, then after that, part of the journal entries are wages, like payables. So we set up this up. We set up also this. However, for the payment of payroll, the payroll can be found in here in your this one folder. You open that, so this is the payroll. So exactly what we have journalized in here is also paid. Okay, however, the payment is 6748. So let's try to adjust that one and make this one a 7. Okay, then also this one maybe 0.1. Okay, so make sure this total should be this exactly. Okay, the other 8,000.01 is a transfer to WISE paid by 6748. Then that 8,000 is transferred to WISE. The other part is a payment for the wage. Okay, if you check the statement of WISE, this one, you must have to confirm in the statement of WISE. This is the WISE statement, which can be found in here also, this one. So you will see the WISE and look into the from January to October. The arrangement of this one is latest to oldest. So let's try to drop down to go to what you call this one, January. So in January, you will see that there's there were two 8,000s that were transferred here. So one that the first is that one that was transferred during the middle of January 18th, which is exactly this one. So we confirm that this 8,000 is also can be found in the WISE. Okay, now also the other entry like this is also a part of that is for the WISE. So let's adjust also this one so that our payroll can be exactly as what we paid, the same as our liability. Again, check this should be equal to this. Okay, so that's it. So that's why our payroll at the end of January is paid. Okay, so that's how it looks like. Okay, so I think so far all of this one are already paid. So we are going now to reconcile here. Okay, first is, again, we go to this one by one. The 20,000, we have the 20,000, the 14,000, 20,000, 14,000, and the, what else? The 40,000. We have 2.8 in here. We received payment 2.8. So we don't know what is this. Okay, and this is the entry. So this is not applied. So let's try to delete this one because this is not cleared. Okay, and also this is not cleared also. So they made an entry like this one. This is here. Okay. So we're cleared here with the deposits. Second is we're going to clear the disbursement like this. This is for the IRS. Okay. So if there is an IRS description in the memo, like for this, let's put that one to 1994143. This one is a liability. Okay. Then second is we have 42050. We have 14. Okay. This is the payroll, net pay, and we have payment for 669.21. Okay, so that's a payment for the liability. Then we have the 900 and the 17, then another 14. Then there's a payment for the ARS 7496. So every time that there's a payment in here, you always have to put that to liability account, huh? Not on the taxes or expense account. And we have, other than that, we have here the last one. Okay, now I need you to go back to liabilities section. So this is settled. Okay, in the liabilities section under the payroll, we have I think 3 types of liability of this one. First is we have a liability for New York. This is for the city, and we have another liability for the state tax. For the state, New York State. There's a New York City and there's New York State. So this is the liability for the New York. Okay. We have the NYC tax. So this is confusing. Why is it that we have this one? So we have 2. Okay. First is if we open this one, this is a result of what we set up. Okay, I'll try to put this one like this. Going to the payroll, we set up 2, right? 2 state tax. State tax, that is for the payroll. Okay, so dalawa yan. Okay, but we paid them both of these state tax. We pay both state tax and the city tax. Okay, for the payroll. So therefore, we have to divide this one because this payment should be into one. These 2 should be into one payment only. Okay, this is a wrong entry for the 900 because this 900 should be pertaining to SF. Okay, payment. So that's why you cannot find that here inside because the payment should be for the tax for January is 1020. Okay, this one is 900. So we will put this one under, let's try to find SF in here. There must be this one. Okay, and put that in here like NYS employment tax. Yeah, okay. Then after that, close. Okay, let's try to correct this. Okay. So, sorry, this should not be the entry for that. So this should be, I don't know how to put this one. Okay, put this SF as employer tax. This, like this, NY, New York MCNT employer tax. Okay, so once you do, it will be out here. And going back to the bank transactions in January, you will see that there's a 1020 in here. Okay, which is exactly this one. Okay, payment for the city tax and also for the state tax. Okay, so try to edit that one and put this as not MCMT but as employment. This one, the NYS. Okay, first is NYS, then second, let's try to take a look on that. So NYS tax. So if we run this one, see there is a 14. Okay, because not all of these are paid to NYS. Part of that is for the city tax, so we should have to find NYC in here. So this one, okay, NYC. So the NYC is 14, which is this 1460, while this one is for the 100560. This is for the state tax. This is for the city tax. So close that one. Okay, so you will see once it's updated. So this is 0 now. Okay, that's your NYS, New York state tax. For the other is New York tax. This one is, yeah. So this is the payment, so it must be 0 also. And next is this one. This is a problem now. It is because we need to find what expense of this. Okay, so just put that in there. Don't make any move for that. So just as is, like this one. Okay, and for this federal tax 941, it must be 0, but we have a problem. It is because what we set up in here is like this one. These are the total payable for this one and the other on the end of the month. But the payment is, we have a payment of this. However, we have other payment of the federal tax. Okay, which should be dealt later on. Okay, so just as is like that. So whatever you can see as IRS USA tax payment, it should be put in the 941 944. Okay, just make sure that the other, like this one, the one transaction should be equally the total of what we set up in here. Okay, so that's it. So that's all. Okay, so make sure that you have corrected all of that. So after your correction, then you click the finish. Okay. Okay, finished.